System is totally broken. There is enough money, but the more and more we just demand that the government pay for our health care, the more money is going to go to corporate pharmaceutical giants. And the more we have to borrow money, because the government doesn't make money, it borrows money. And the more that it borrows money, the more we have to pay back. Our monetary system is sick. It needs to be taken care of. We don't have to be borrowing from foreign corporations, foreign banking interests, at compounding interest when we can be using the Bank of Canada right now. Yeah. And also I hear a lot of blame that it's all the government's fault that they're not paying enough for our health. Well, we also have individual responsibilities for our own health. We don't have to eat the corporate garbage that's put in our grocery stores. We need to start occupying our gardens. There's lots of food. You can learn how to forage chickweed. There's sheep sorrel. There's all sorts of food. So it's not just their fault that our healthcare system is broken. It's also our fault, because for every illness, instead of taking care of ourselves and healing ourselves with food, we want magic pills so that we can keep doing the same things and keep eating the same garbage, and then have the healthcare system just give us some pills and we'll feel better, we'll treat the symptoms. The whole entire system is sick. It's the healthcare system, the banking system, it's all a fraud. And asking for the government to take care of us, a government that's big enough to give us everything that we need is also big enough to take everything we have. So I'm not willing to give them my healthcare decisions. I can make my own. The more we ask for them to take care of us, they'll start infringing into our lives. They'll tell us what foods we can eat, what foods we can't eat. Oh, sorry, your BMI is a little bit over here. Oh, your BMI is a little bit too high, so we're not going to let you eat meat. Oh, you've got this, so we're not, these decisions are our decisions, and the health really relies on us. We can be more active, we can eat healthier, and that also helps the healthcare system so that it's providing emergency services rather than just taking care of us from cradle to grave. Thanks.
Do you have a friend over here that wants to speak too?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Okay, I'm Alex Hunter, President and co-founder of the American Coalition of the Walking Wounded and the Canadian Coalition of the Walking Wounded. We represent injured workers and auto accident patient claimants, veterans, and vaccination damaged members or families who have been robbed, maimed, crippled, and killed by our government. Now, that would be the people in there, and it's not like they don't know what they're doing. These are political puppets who are lying to us about everything. There is nothing they don't lie to you about. It's a master-slave society. So, if you get hurt at work or in an auto accident, what happens to you is you're like a cow, broken its leg in the pasture. They're not going to give you all kinds of expensive diagnosis, treatment, compensation, physiotherapy, etc. They'll just give you these prescription drugs the medical mafia is pushing out of this gong show in there.
Hear, hear.
And there's a lot of natural things you can do to solve your healthcare crises that just arise normally, or from auto accidents and injured workers, with their afflictions, soft tissue injuries, etc. But they're denying us that. They're not only denying it to us, they're making it illegal under Codex Alimentarius.
Yeah.
Right? So it's basically like the stuff you see in the sky all around us every day that they're spraying on us: aluminum oxide, strontium, cadmium, barium, lithium, a host of toxic and carcinogenic metals, substances like chemical, biological, advanced biological warfare.
Mercury from bulbs.
Mercury, it just goes on and on. We're surrounded by it. We're eating it in GMO foods.
Yeah.
The military-industrial complex runs the gong show in there, the medical system in its entirety, the medical mafia, and it also runs the Monsanto food, and now they own Blackwater, XE, whatever it is, the mercenary army. So the people that are making aluminum-resistant crops are actually spraying us with aluminum in the sky. if you think your healthcare system was broken before this, wait till we all rush the systems in by the millions in need of critical health care.
With cancer, look at the uprising of cancer.
I think
It's
we should
ridiculous.
occupy
We're all
the
going to have
ER
cancer
today.
someday thanks
500
to these people.
Just flood everybody. All the
Yeah, like, because if we keep letting them kill us, they're good. Like, we're basically livestock. They're herding us into a kill zone right now. If you look at Agenda 21 or Codex Alimentarius, if you look at the globalist military aerosol assault around the world, look at water wars, look at water war crimes, look at food, what they're doing with it. Henry Kissinger said in 1970, if you control oil, you control nations. If you control food, you control people.
That's right.
Who's
We're
behind
being
all these
controlled.
banker
Yeah.
problems?
It's a master-slave society. It's just all cunningly concealed by their political puppets and media puppets. Thank you. And, you know, that's who's doing it to us. And if we go along with this charade any longer, if we let these people do this to us, we're all going to be in the same mass unmarked grave, and they'll just erase us from history. We'll go down the memory hole, you know? So, there's a good sign.
His
Yeah.
grandfather just
Yeah.
came to say thank you, my friend.
Right on. So, yeah, we should really do everything we can to stand up en masse and tell them we're not going to tolerate this anymore. And class action suit, the thing is that they own the damned court system, the judiciary,
That's right.
the legal system in its entirety. It's all managed through the upper echelon of the Masonic order.
It's the Queen. Just say it's
Yeah,
Britain.
the
UN
Rotten
Council
Royals,
of
the Queen.
300.
It's the Rothschilds, the Queen, it just goes on and on. The banking cartels, the medical mafia, the legal mafia, the whatever insurance mafia, pick one. I'm dressed up like an independent examiner today, like, let's see, Dr. Joseph Schweigel in Vancouver, who went around denying injured Canadian workers and auto accident patient claimants their due diagnosis, treatment, and compensation. He's a medical whore. The guy gets paid $350,000 a year or more, and he's published in 11 journals, and he's an accredited orthoped. And he goes around saying whatever is wrong with this patient would have been whether they got hit by that car or not, like what he did to me. Now, I don't imagine this is going to be up there for long, so you should all make sure as soon as you get home, you look at ratemds.com and look up Dr. Joseph Schweigel, Vancouver orthopede. Don't confuse him with his son, Dr. Joseph Schweigel. And you'll see the comments on his profile. They reflect everything I'm saying and more. You would not believe what's really being done to us by the people we trust to make us better.
Can
Alternative.
I throw a few more doctors' names on there too?
Yeah, we'll do that in a second. But I'll say alternative healthcare isn't alternative healthcare. It is the only healthcare, real healthcare. This charade here is designed to make you worse and worse and worse while they suck money out of us.
Yeah, it's designed to hide your
It's
back,
designed
turn
to
you
kill
into
you.
cash
So,
cows.
you know, they're killing us. I was going to squirt blood on my hands and pretend I had blood on my hands because I'm the independent examiner, but there's really no point in doing that because it's a little cold and you get the, you know, right, you're getting the message. So,
You have some of my blood.
yeah.
It glows in the dark.
Nice, yeah, mine does too. I've been breathing in Fukushima radiation now for like at least the better part of a year.
Right.
And the Canadian military guys told me that I spoke with, I've been trying to wake them up, and the law enforcement agencies. I talked to the Deputy Attorney General, the Vancouver Police Chief and Victoria Police Chief Jamie Graham, and I also spoke with our mayor. And they all just, well, I don't know, what do you know, oh, that's not happening, you know, they just deny it. And that's what you'll get from these people, because government's MO is plausible deniability. Reasonable doubt in court. What it boils down to is it malice or incompetence? They just, as long as they can get away with it, they're going to do this to us. We're under attack. So from our administrations, our medical administrations, all arms of government, every organ of government.
Their
is
complacency
controlled.
is criminal.
Yeah, the globalists have taken over all arms and organs of government, the highest levels of all of our medical, legal, insurance, I don't care what, military, law enforcement, alphabet agencies, goes on and on and on. And if that seems really conspiratorial, it was insidious and inevitable that our system would lead us to this point. This is the Third World War. And the second and first never really ended. This is an ongoing strategy for global domination and population reduction and total enslavement of humanity by a certain group of people. Religion has been used and cut up and weaponized, like everything else. Finance, economy,
Food.
law, language, food now,
Justice.
water,
Health.
justice.
Medicine.
Genocide.
Genocide is used all the
Education.
time. They did it to take over North America in the most cowardly and abhorrent manner of making treaties with the First Nations people and then abrogating them as they cowardly built up enough white people to come and slaughter them. $2 a head. It was open season. It was completely
It still
disgusted.
is.
They're doing the same
And if you
thing
look
to
at,
everybody, though.
Hold on a second, Ryan. If you look at Canada's hidden history and genocide, and Kevin Annette's a pretty good warrior there. He's been showing a lot of it, and there are others there. You might be able to comment on that, actually. That'd be a good idea. So what's going on is that it's just an ongoing conquest. And over the last 1,000 years, like after Rome fell, they went nuts. And it's the Rothschilds, the Royals. They created the State of Israel. Out of the Balfour Declaration, the Lower Manhattan bankers agreed to bring America into the war between Germany and Britain. They gave them the State of Israel after the Second World War in 1948, Lake Placid, and Palestine went from 5% Israeli, 95% Palestinian, down to about 9% Palestinian. So that's ethnic cleansing. Here we go again. It's just going on and on and on. We're under attack. I won't take up too much more of your time. I'm sure you get the point, and there are other speakers. So I'd encourage you to grab the mic next.
I was already up here.
Oh, good, okay.
Yeah, good.
Well,
you said it.
Anyway, I'm glad we're all out here and telling the truth, and they're all in there lying and pretending they're the nicest people in the world. And another thing I'd like to say is they're using a lot of social control mechanisms, and you can look those up in the Tavistock and Common Purpose agencies of social control, where they machine things like the Delphi technique and consensus control or creation, and other mechanisms where they control our message and they try and dilute it so people like me are never heard in a significant audience.
Robert's rule.
Cool.
That's another way.